Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Eador Genesis New Horizons modded. In the last episode, we pushed out of our Ring 2 provinces, conquering almost all of them, with the exception of Battle Steps. We took the next Key of Truth, defeating the Hydra Guardian, and acquired some redwood here, taking it from a group of Pegasi and their Valkyrie Guardians. Rather tricky fight. I knew we were going to take losses there, but we did successfully claim it. Things are looking good for us as well. Our commander is, I think, at least level 13 at this point, and our scout is slowly climbing the ranks. We have encountered the first of the Astro Masters on this shard, Ul-Dagan, who was not too thrilled to see us here. Although, he understands why we're here, for the same reasons he's here, to take this shard and add it to our own. It is also now turn 60, and we are earning 77 gold per turn, and 24 gems per turn. We are not having any gem issues at this moment, and actually have quite a sizable amount of them stored up so far. For our heroes, although I briefly mentioned him, Rudolus is level 16. I thought he was only level 13. And he's looking fairly decent. Although we have a topaz bracelet that I don't want him to have. I gotta leave this someplace else. I think I forgot to give this to my my scout when we were together. Did I forget that? I totally forgot to do that. Anyway, for equipment, I want to give this to our scout as well. Okay, I guess we'll leave them on him at the moment. He's picked up a few decent pieces of gear since the last time we saw him. A cursed helmet, which he won't really ever use or put to good use, considering that the Hex bonus this has really wants you to hit an enemy, and Rudolus stands in the background and shouts commands to his army instead. And the Topaz Bracelet doesn't help him because he doesn't wield ranged weapons, but these are some nice additions that we picked up, and we'll want to give these to our scout. His army is looking fairly good. We took a few losses last episode. We lost, I think it was Udaloop B? Udaloop A fell. A shame. I hate losing named people. But otherwise, our army is mostly still intact and consists of most of the units we started with. For his skills, which I almost forgot to talk about, we have Maneuvering 3, Range Tactics 5, Leadership 4, Defensive Tactics 1, Discipline 2, and Logistics 2. Linter is our level 8 scout, almost level 9. For his gear, we purchased, I think 2 episodes ago, this elven bow and these fire arrows, giving him some good ranged firepower. Equipment-wise, we don't really have anything tremendous on him, but that will change when we can have him meet up with our commander. He can take a few items from him and pass on at least the Basilisk helmet to our commander to give him more hit points. He has Archery 2, Scouting 2, Reaction 2, and Diplomacy 3. For his units, we have a cavalryman, which I guess we'll go ahead and name now as well, after you, Nora. So, welcome to the army. I hope you continue to live, because I'm about to do another champion battle, if I recall correctly here, so hopefully that goes rather well for us. Nothing else that I can think of to mention about him. And we have Grim, our level 6 warrior. Not bad. He gained another 2 levels, I think, in the last episode. He's getting, as usual, it turns out, all the good gear. My third hero seems to get the good gear. I'd rather have a nice, powerful banner for my commander, but apparently that's not in the cards. He's wielding a Morgenstern, a decent melee weapon. Paladin's helmet, we found that last episode. Dark armor for great amounts of defense at the cost of -1 speed. And a silver shield, giving him a little more resistance. We have an ancient sword in his backpack in case we need to swap that out, drop some defense for even more offense. And his army is okay leveled, including a fairy merc. His skills are Weapon Master 1, Combat 1, Armor Master 1, Blacksmithing 2, and Athletics 2. Other things of note which have transpired: we have built 2 of the Tier 2 unit buildings in our domain, and apparently I have the siege workshop queued as the next thing I am trying to construct, made far easier by the fact that now we have redwood in our care. I think I'm still struggling to figure out what other types of shops we're building. I've built the tanner and tailor so far for the banners, cloaks, and belts. I haven't made up my mind about the other items at the moment. Item shops, that is. We're probably going to be going down the jewelry store route. And I guess maybe the sorcery store, because I don't see myself needing anything else from here. Magic-wise, there's one more Tier 1 magic school we have to construct, and then we'll be able to access Tier 2s once we get the Sage's Guild created. At this moment, we also don't have any corruption to worry about. I mention that only because whenever I look at my buildings that I can construct, I notice if anything in the central quarter is unlocked, which means that I begin to queue in on, do I have any of these built? And if not, is corruption an issue? At the moment, though, it is not. Alright, and in this episode, my plan is to go here to gain the Centaur's quest. Dennis Mayak pointed out that because this is a Ring 2 province, the guard here will be weaker than the one here. And so we should probably go there to get the Centaur's quest. So I plan to do that right after we're done with the Tower Ruins here with Rudolus. Actually, what does Tower Ruins consist of? A Great Cyclops. No, we're not gonna even send Rudolus there. We're gonna move him here immediately to get this quest, because there might be an ogre with this Great Cyclops, or Cyclops may count for the Centaurs. So let's go here and get that quest from them first, and then head back here to begin doing some location battles. That will be the plan. And actually, on that note, I'm going to move Linter here as well. This way, he and Rudolus are in the same place and can exchange gear, and Linter can then fight the Acreal, and he can go into the archery store and purchase more fire arrows for himself. This way he can continue to do battles without needing to double back and repair some gear, given how quickly arrows degrade. Alright, so with that said, let's save off this introduction and begin. Alright, I guess we'll read this time. The hero Rudolus has entered the province of Battle Steppes. These lands belong to the Centaurs, and a group of them can already be seen up ahead. 9 enemies. Young Centaur, Centaur, and a Centaur Warrior. Nothing too strong here. We could conquer them. As Rudolus says, we will eradicate them. And that's useful to see him say that, because it means that the game believes we are strong enough to do this, and the Centaurs likely will as well. Let's negotiate. The leader of the Centaur Warriors speaks. These are the lands of Centaurs, and we don't like to have strangers here. I offer you an alliance. Centaurs don't form alliances with 2 legs. Now leave. But the alliance will be profitable to us both. If you want to prove that the alliance with you will be useful to the Centaurs, fulfill my task. If not, leave. What kind of task? Okay, I swear to you, Dennis, this is the first time I'm actually seeing this offered. So thank you for pointing this out. This was a Ring 2 province. And also, I think it was you and Alexander who had mentioned that, like, the Dark Elves care about the power of your army. I think the Goblins do as well before they consider giving you a quest. So that's useful to actually see this now in action, that if we have a strong army, we can get the quest from these guys, otherwise we can't. It's yet another reason why I tend never to get these as allies, because at the point in the game where I have a super strong army, I already most likely have a different race as an ally, since I like having allies early on to gain access to the province they're guarding, like the Lizardmen, for example. But we'll make every attempt to get the Centaurs as our allies instead. What kind of task? Recently, several ogres invaded our lands. They killed many Centaurs, then left for the hills. Centaur warriors fight poorly in the hills. The ogres have escaped our just revenge. The spirits of the slain demand vengeance, so I ask you kill 5 ogres. Then the centaurs will agree to an alliance with two legs. Alright, I'll avenge your brothers. Nice! This does mean that I'm going to drop the quest on Rudolus to get the slugs defeated. And I'm going to go and re-grab that quest with Linter, because I still will want that quest completed. Arguably, I could do it with Rudolus, but we'll have Linter do it. And it will net us 100 gems, I think, as a reward from the Lizardmen upon completing that quest for them. We can then try to get them to join us anyway through negotiations. This way we don't have to fight for that province. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's do the whole heroes are together thing. So I'm going to swap helmets. Hex here makes it sound like whenever Linter damages that enemy, its armors and resistance will be decreased for 4 turns. And it sounds like it will apply it even though we're using a ranged weapon, not a melee weapon. So that will be handy, because Linter really wants to shoot things with his fire arrows. We also will give Linter the Topaz Bracelet, and we can give the +1 more hit point instead to Rudolus. I think that's a phenomenal trade for Linter. Not so great for Rudolus, but it's not like he has anything else that can fill that slot. Linter then walks into the archery store to purchase more fire arrows. Grim explores here. What was in this again? Oh, right! Elemental Mistress, Fairy Dragon, Scion, Daokon's Guardian. I don't even know what a Daokon's Guardian is. Everything else is way too strong for our army, so that will probably sit there forever. We can't kill the dragon with my ranged army, because we just don't do the DPS. My commander would have to be at least level 20 to get even more range damage added to what he gives his army. And I would need a banner that further increases the range damage if I want to actually hurt the dragon for any significant amount with my ranged army. Dragons have, I think it's like 10 or 20 range defense. Something very high like that. And our arrows will just ricochet off the armor. We won't do any lasting damage as it destroys my entire army. So it can't easily be killed. If we make Linter into a archer, he would be able to take out the dragon. We actually have a good bow to do that, but we'll have to put points in marksmanship and get him to level... decent level to make up for the stamina loss of the double shots. We'll think about that going forward, though. Anyway, I'm babbling a bit. So Rudolus now comes back here. And we do the battles that were here. Linter, yep, goes to the archery store. Grim explores. We should build buildings in our provinces. Let's put a sawmill here. The fire arrows should not cost more than about 800 gold. So I can probably build I can probably get away with building the foundry. So let's do that. And now we end it. Oh, rituals. I hate to say it, but we kind of need an enchanted coffer, so let's cast it here on the halflings' land. We get 121 gold, and their population mood decreases for a bit. And now we end the turn. Grim found an idol, scholar, gargoyle, and a mage. I think we can win this. It's the plains. We would just have to rush. Grim would have to take all the damage as he rushes up, but I think we can do it. So let's go ahead and do it, Grim. We're basically just going to put haste on him and then move him 2, force march, move him a 3rd, and cast a web on their mage. So let's do that. So haste, force march, 1, 2, 3, web, What's your range? 6. I don't like this, but we have to move these guys up. I don't want my fairy getting ambushed by these gargoyles. And we want to kill the mage. We didn't kill the mage. He will be out of that web next turn. And he will still do 8 magic damage. Oh, that's super awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this sucks. Okay, we gotta. We need to pull back. Oh no. Little fairy, you're gonna take some hits here, I think. It was a misclick, didn't mean to move him down there. Heal him. Air shield makes it really freaking difficult. We put any damage on this stupid gargoyle. Holy crap, that was a lot of work. My hero needs to rest some more. Get back his stamina. Well, that sucks. Oh my god, we're not going to be able to kill this freaking thing because of how well balanced Stoneform is. Actually, I could have swapped weapons. So I did have a way to do that. I shouldn't immediately accuse the game of being unbalanced. Although I found that really annoying. I could have swapped to my double-handed Hero's Blade or whatever it's called we had to do the damage that we needed. I should have done that. So that's my mistake. It's my mistake. It's my mistake. All right, well done. That was not so bad in the end. Stamina medal. We will give the bowman that, sure. Stamina medal for the spearman. Yup. Garbage! Enter the shop. Look at the goods. I'm here for the arrows. I'm here for the arrows. Am I going to build I think I am going to build the School of Necromancy. And if I'm going to do that, then I don't need these spells, the raise zombies and what have you. Yeah, I think I am going to do that. So we'll vendor all this, give me a little more cash and gems. We will purchase more fire arrows. And that is good. We could purchase magic arrows as well. Not much damage, not much ammo, but it does convert our shots to magic damage. Still doesn't help us against the dragon, because dragons have good magic resistance, and are immune to spells being cast at them as well. You know, a crossbow would do wonders against a dragon if you could find one that has good range, but this is not the sword that has such. We are done. Okay, Linter. What am I doing with you now? You can probably defeat the Inquisitors. Let's have you come down here to do that. Wow, the Morgenstern's durability is less than half of what it normally would be, thanks to that battle. Holy flipping crap. Well, we're still going to keep you exploring, Grim, but we'll swap out for your Ancient Sword. That's what it's called. Rudalus. Let's have you fight the Cyclops. I don't think it counts as a ogre, but we're going to defeat it while we're here. We need to find ogres, though. Do we have any giants or ogres around? Great Cyclops, Armada, Clerics, Ancient Guards. We do not. Okay, so we'll have to find them. We still might not be getting centaurs as allies, everyone, because the shard may end before I find enough ogres. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will try our hardest, though, to delay getting anyone else as an ally. I would like to see what the centaurs' shops, and in particular their miscellaneous buildings, shops, their buildings, what they offer, right? We've seen all their units. We know what their units are, but I would like to see what else they offer to our forces. We should build buildings. All right, so let's build. How big is this place? How big is this place? It's new land. We'll put a granary here. And at home, let's build the craft shop. And now we end the turn. While exploring the province of Scorpio, the hero Grim met the Spirit of Knowledge and gained some invaluable experience points. Cyclops and an orc, 3 of them. You with Rudalus, we will win. This is pathetic, but none of my other forces can defeat a Cyclops, so you're going to do this. Let's do it. All right, so we start with a heal. You guys move up. I can't move you up again, or you die. So you only can move there. He doesn't have force march, does he? He does not. Okay. We have to kill him next turn, because I don't have the range. I have almost no range going at him this turn. We can't web him. His attack strength is just too great. Nice. But we did take out his hit points by half with just those 3 hits, so I don't think he's going to make it. Ooh, good for him moving up like that, trying to get away from most of my archers. We may pull back here because of how he just moved. Oh. Or we don't have to, which also works well for me. No reason to cast a spell. He's dead. Good job, guys. Our healer can get hit point. More giant slug eggs. Elemental monument. Plus 15 income. Plus 1 population mood. Slows down unrest growth rate. increases morale of the province defenders by 2. I'm going to hold off placing those at the moment, though. Let's build a tavern here. Rudolus, what are we doing with you next? What are some other difficult... The Armada. We should do the Armada. So let's fight that at the Merc Guild. Linter can fight the Inquisitors, as I said. I thought I was over here for... Oh, alright, I pulled back from the Mercs. Grim, you keep exploring. For rituals, there's nothing I want to cast. For buildings... we can spend a tiny bit of cash building the Abbey. It will unlock the Scarlet Monastery. Sorry, Secret Monastery, not Scarlet Monastery. It's been a while since I've seen a Scarlet Monastery. But I like the idea of having access to the Brethren of Light Guard, which is a population mood improver. Also, I just realized we have access to the Shipbuilders Guild, and we should totally make that and drop that here, so we can see 2 vision as well. Remember that Ul-Dagan has seen us, but we have not seen him, which means something that he has is giving him extra range, and it might be a shipyard over here somewhere. We found a lookout tower. Let's examine it. Necromancer, Witch Doctor, and a Sorcerer for Grim. He can do this battle, but I would have to give him back his Silver Shield for the extra resistance, and I think I'd rather him not do it, so we'll just retreat. Linter has a Witch Hunter, Inquisitor, and Smiting Hand. This is a piece of cake for him. Actually, I think we could probably do this battle with Grim. If there's only 4 of them. Let's scout. It's a tricky battle for Grim. Smiting Hands have armor piercing, first strike, and 10 damage. So he's going to get hit hard. But he does have web. I think we'll give this battle. So we'll have these 2 heroes swap what they just discovered and do those fights. Let's retreat. Oh, 7 enemies. The hero of Rudolus has approached the well-fortified stronghold, home to the Merc Guild. It is considered neutral territory. Recruiters are not welcome here. I didn't think there were 7 enemies here. Thug, Bodyguard, which is an upgraded Thug, Executioner Punisher, which I think is an upgraded Executioner, and a War Elephant. And that's 5 of them. I don't know if we can win this battle, but why not give it a go? Plunder the guild. It's going to be a big, wide-open fight, with the exception of the southernmost area. Oh, man. Alright, let's get my horse archers to the front, so I can move them up and fire. And let's see how bad we do. I can web the executioners for 1... I think I can web them for... keep them rooted for 1 turn. In other words, web will last 2 turns. Everything else, though, we gotta kill it somehow. And we have to kill all of it very quickly. So the good news is that down here, they can't reach me quickly. As quickly as they would otherwise have wanted to. So I can move my army up just a tad. Like this. And I should focus on this guy. These thugs are out of position and will take 1 extra turn to reach me thanks to the terrain in the way. So I can ignore them for 1 turn. And since this is in range and nothing else is, we will fire on him. The elephant needs to be... I don't know how I kill it quickly. I don't think I can. We'll deal with it next turn. We may be sacrificing one of the OODA loops. I'm so sorry, OODA loops of various stripes and colors, but we... Well... We probably have to sacrifice one of you. Web doesn't do anything here, Tim. Sorry, Web doesn't stop the elephant or this Punisher. I think we web this guy. Because I know with a 16 attack strength, Web will last on it 2 turns. And now we end our turn. We killed one enemy, and we weakened another. Most of my army didn't have a target it could fire at, though. Okay, all I have to do is walk back with what's currently up here, and they can't reach me this turn. So I'm going to do that with... everything. I can't quite do it with everything. So this means I would need to kill this Executioner to make sure it can't reach me. Wow. It's really going to take everything I have to kill that. Elephant's half dead. I'm going to need to do something about one of the thugs, or we need to re-web this Executioner again. These can take the hit from a thug. So I think we web... the Executioner. And now we end our turn. Okay, Elephant's moving in a great position because it doesn't want to take a hit. But by moving there, I could ignore it again by just shifting my units around slightly. So I think we're going to do that, everyone. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's these areas it can hit. So if I move you down and I move you here, the only thing this will be able to hit on its turn is this unit. And I can shift him like this. And now the elephant doesn't have a target. Start with the spear on him to get his range defense down. $20 attack damage. Okay, it's a bit awkward. I think we magic weapon, however, are one of our elves. And we need to focus on this guy next. He is the biggest threat. He's so hurt, he's not too much of a threat. So can we maybe kill this one next? We have another web. We'll absolutely use that web. I find it interesting that the elephant, by trying to avoid damage, rendered itself useless in this battle. If it had just charged, instead of caring so much about its life, it might have actually survived and began killing most of my units. Like, we might have lost this battle if it hadn't done what it did. I'm very grateful. That it decided to try to avoid all the damage and being focused on it, since I decided to ignore it altogether. All right, that went really flippin' well. Well done, Tim. What was that? Well done, Tim. Yes, Tim. Yes, you did. You did do really, really well. Well done. I'm gonna give myself a round of applause. We went from potentially losing some portion of this army to nothing, thanks to careful use of webs and target priority working out well for us. Look at that cash, that battle, 523. That was nice. +1 command, also good to see. I like all of these. I wouldn't mind getting more range defense for my army. So let's... But I also wouldn't mind finishing up leadership. So let's grab even more morale and more experience for my army. Alexander can get sniper shot. Urloop B, you can get, what's your resistance? It's not going to matter soon. You're level 13, and at level 16, we make you a veteran spearman, and all the upgrades we had chosen for you drop off. So I guess on that note, we'll give you a ranged attack. 2 stamina. Defense. Morale. What's your stamina, Horse Archer? 11. Give you some stamina. Give you a stamina medal. Dragon Chainmail. 6 defense, 6 range defense, 2 resistance. This is effectively a better version of the Dark Mail that our warrior currently has. This would be also an amazing suit of armor for our commander if I was worried that my commander would take damage, but he's already wielding a good suit of armor, right? He's got Hero's Chainmail on him, so we'll give this to our warrior. That was a fun battle. I'm tempted to quickly save the game. I'll wait another 2 turns, I think, to do so. All right, well done, Ruthless. So let's have you now fight. See, I don't want to fight the centaurs, because if I don't kill a centaur, they will kill one of my units. Even if it's a weak group of centaurs, they'll run up and focus fire, so I think I'd rather skip on that. Grey Council's tough, thanks to the range and poison the enemies will have. They will outrange me. I can move up and then begin killing them, but that's still an ugly battle. Let's move Ruthless here, and get the Holy Lands to join us. Lintar goes and fights the Witch Circle, and Grim fights the Inquisitors, as I said I was going to do. With the influx of money, we can probably afford to drop some guards again. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even check it. The guard we got from the Ratman was actually the Rat King army. So I still would rather have just about anything else but than a guard. Like, well, that's not true at all. I'd rather have a good piece of gear compared to a good guard. But this is a very good guard. So it doesn't really affect the province very much. I do like the province spotting range is also increased. We could put that here as a fantastic guard against Ul-Dagan. But I won't do so at the moment. Let's drop the light infantry here in case we're attacked. At home, we'll build the Shipbuilders Guild. And we will destroy the granary here. And build a shipyard. Okay, Ul-Dagan is not here. Or at least he wasn't at this spot, which is where I expected to see him. Interesting. Okay. So what's next? What's this location? Brigands. We can defeat Brigands with our commander as well. Alright, I'm babbling. Alright, let's end the turn. The year of Rudolus has entered the province of Avon Abbey. That's a good name. Troops of the Inquisition that has established its rule over these lands are blocking the party's path. 11 enemies. We can probably win this battle if it comes down to it, but I don't want to fight them. Let's negotiate. Oh, we can't force them to join us. We need diplomacy, I guess. The leader of the Inquisitors speaks. What are you doing in these holy lands, travelers? Nothing, I'm leaving. Okay, I thought we could just ask them to join, but we can't. Witch Hunter, Inquisitor, and Smiting Hand. That's 4 enemies. Grim is very nervous, but I think Grim can win. I think Grim can win. It's going to be him doing all the heavy lifting. But I think he can do it.
So
17 damage. I think we can. Kill him to start.
So
Let's force march and kill the healer. Seven, 8 defense. We have 10 defense, which is nice, but it ends at the end of this turn, or his next turn. I'm going to move him up on the hill so he gets a little more defense, and we put a haste on him. He then heal himself. Very good. All Grim. +1 health, and I do see Blacksmithing 3 and Athletics 3. And Weapon Master 2, I wanted all of these. So, I feel like since we've come so far down the Athletics branch, we should finish Athletics and grab +1 speed. Even though I plan now to drop that Dark Armor for the Dragon Chainmail, I still would like the +1 speed. You can never go wrong with more speed. Just give yourself all the speed you can. Let's go ahead and take Athletics 3. We can give you a... What's your stamina? 15. Give you an ammo. Garbage. Linter attacks. I think I am quite happy with where my units are. Actually, let's do this and start. We do not need the false alarm raised. Who dies first? Who dies first? Necromancer dies first. That should be good. He will burn up and burn to death. We don't need to move up, because we are just outside the range of that imp being able to shoot us, and their witch doctors have a range of 4. They cannot reach me, so we just stay here and watch them burn as we shoot them with Linter. Still burns to death. What you gonna do now, wizard? Charge up. Well, guess what? We can do that too. +1 magic. I really should begin thinking about what I'm going to make Linter when he hits level 10. The archer is tempting because we do have a dragon, and I'm pretty confident with that elven bow and fire arrows he will be able to kill it. If I'm going to go down that route, then let's begin taking marksmanship for him. It's also a good upgrade to have anyway. So we'll take marksmanship 1 to help encourage me to take archer. I think if when he hits level 10, I see marksmanship as his skill for the scout upgrade path, I will make him an archer without any hesitation. Give you a hit point. Mass Curse. That's a decent spell. Reduces the attack of all enemy units by 2 and their defensive resistance by 1 and lasts 6 turns. Alright, Linter. You can't defeat anything else here. We have slugs here you can defeat. We can probably defeat the centaurs without a loss. So we'll send you over there to do those. Grim, you have a bunch of garbage in your inventory and your gear needs to be repaired. So let's bring you home to do that. Actually, yeah, let's bring you home to do that. No, we should keep exploring until he levels up against a spell slot or a unit slot. So the unfortunate part here is that this was... I thought we would gain this province, so I kind of wasted a turn now with Rudolus. I don't really want to fight the Great Consul. We don't have shocks, so we can't defeat the ghosts very easily. We do have another unit slot, so maybe let's go ahead and pull him back home to fill that slot. And since we're doing that, Grim will head home to actually pick up the armor for him. And at home, we can build the siege workshop, which wraps up the tier 2 units. Oh, holy crap! Hey, it's Ul-Dagan. Uh-oh, and he was strong enough to take this Lizardman province, which doesn't bode well for us. All right, we need to begin now taking provinces. So, Linter. Oh man, this suddenly got really dangerous really quickly. Let's have Rudolus go into the swamps and take this Medusa swamps, since his army is probably strong enough to deal with 6 Medusa. Linter has to run over here now and grab this province through diplomacy. Let's fair wind to take that quickly. And end the turn. Sorry, there's been a huge change. Now that I've seen Ul-Dagan, and he encountered us before we encountered him, I'm a little worried that he's very strong, so we had to prepare for that. Grim, now, since we're not going back home, you'll just stay here and explore. We should still build another building. And more guards. Let's drop some light infantry here. And we'll put a granary there. Oh, there's a matriarch here. Eight Medusa, 1 matriarch. I think we can win, but that matriarch has an AoE fear spell or something of the sort, so this will get ugly. But we're still going to make the attempt. Alright, let's do it. I can web her if it comes down to it as well. The matriarch has panic. It lowers the morale of the units by like 10. It's some good amount of morale loss that is suffered. This is going to be tricky. No, I don't want you moving up. Good for the AI. Position yourself way in the corner to make sure that I have to move up against it. But I can web the matriarch, so I don't have to commit to killing her this round. Okay, can we kill one of these Medusa? We have to keep her webbed. That has to be good. We'll have to end our turn. So that girl's burning up when her turn begins. That one's almost dead, but most of my army is going to be petrified when it reaches me, so we're going to lose some of my nomads. I can't stop that from happening. They didn't take on the elves because of their higher resistance. They're keeping everything else petrified. Oh, but they did clear an opening to reach this elf of mine. Which they will totally do. And I have to, if I don't want him dying, I need to put a blocker there. Or I need to somehow kill this one, this turn, with 3 shots. Which is not going to happen. So I have to block. Actually, no, it won't happen. I have to block. Well, that sucks. Well, you're still living, which I'm surprised at. I'm happy for. Ugh, ugly. Grouchus died. So there went our 2 piercing metal bowmen, and we lost 2 of our nomads, but they didn't have any medals on themselves, those ones. So look at that cash, 900 bucks, 118 gems. Well done. And another level earned on Rudalus, +1 magic. And let's grab, if I'm going to take a ballista with me, I'm going to want maneuvering level 5 for the extra +1 mobility it grants us. So let's go down that path. We'll grab Elven Marksmanship for shooting strength and accuracy. We'll give Lost Fremen the range attack medal for +2 range attack and ammo +1. What's your stamina? 10. Give you double shot anyway. Hit points. Hit point. Resistance. Stamina. Negotiate. My master gathers an army against the darkness. I will let them stand guard here. I don't need the money by dropping different buildings here. And I want a strong guard, which I think this will act as, so they can guard it. And we get a scroll as well. Excellent. A knowledge store. Examine it. Enter the shop. Special order. Whatever he's saying, let's look here. He needs spider eggs. Deal. Yes. What is he? So we don't need the long spear. Oh my god, look how expensive it would be to repair the Morgenstern. I'm gonna do it. We don't need this. Horror is here. And summon Narnar. Okay. An epidemic, higher healers, glory to our healers. Drain the swamps, I don't need gems as much. Okay, so I'm going to mark down Horror Narnars, so I remember what's for sale at that knowledge store. With this land taken, we'll drop some light infantry here. And then we'll put a pub. We'll just double back up here now to grab some units to make up for the ones that he lost. You know, I shouldn't have repaired here, because now that I don't... So first off, Ul-Dagan fled. So his army took probably heavy losses taking that Lizardman land. And he's moved south now. And I could have probably saved quite a bit of cash repairing back at home. So that was a waste of, like, probably close to 300 gold. But I'm going to move Grim back now so he can get the armor that Rudolus is going to grant him by moving up. Actually, you know what? We don't need to do that with Grim. Now that his gear is repaired, Grim can actually stay here and keep exploring. Oh, they're really upset that they joined us. That's interesting. Okay, can we do anything about that? I can't. So they're just pissed. So we're going to need some buildings here to get their morale recovered. And we have goblin lands down here in Dark Forest. Okay. Well, Linter, let's... So, there's no other enemies that we saw here immediately. A shipyard here would give you extra vision. So we'll probably do that so we can see further in this direction as one of the buildings. A pub, a tavern to improve the population mood. And then we'll just have to, well, see if I have any other population improving buildings. I think we have the... Oh, I don't want to build the elemental monument here because there's a lot of income that would grant us that we lose. We get no income here because the guard, we left it here. So. Right, anyway, what are we doing with you, Linter? Let's move you up there. You'll do this fight. Set some battles up in that location. Brewery. It will improve the population mood with a tavern in it, and we'll want that. Did I build the theater yet? I did. Okay. End the turn. Some ancient ruins were found with Grim. 2 ogres. We retreat. We know who's doing that battle. Rudolus, repair your gear. Leave. Actually, since Grim's staying there, you may as well walk down there now. Oh, there's a Springold here. It's 100 gold per turn, though, if I want it. I don't feel... I mean, it's a great unit to us to have. That would take quite a bit of time to earn. It's also half my cash on hand to purchase it. No, I think it's tempting now that I'm trying to take mercenaries. But I don't feel like I need it in Rudulus's army. And I can probably keep our ballista functioning. So we're not going to take it. And speaking of ballista, let's grab 3 of them. I'm going to leave the healer behind. We won't really need him very much. Oh, I spent half my cash anyway on those 3 ballista. All right. And we're spending almost 100 cash a turn now on them because they're 25 bucks each to hire them. We'll hire this workman to keep my ballista repaired. And for this final slot, I guess we'll grab a new... I don't really... I want it to be a bowman. Grab a bowman. I still can't take the slugs, or I'd take a slug for that final slot. But we're not allowed to do so at the moment. Yeah, we just spent a lot of money getting those ballista in our armies. Maybe the Spriggle would have actually worked him. Well, I would have negative funds, because I would have hired more units anyway, so I think this is acceptable. I'm babbling a bit. I'm not making a whole lot of sense, I know. So what's going through my head is that I just spent a ton of money getting these 3 ballista, in part because of how expensive the iron is in order to hire them. But I think 3 ballista will do more for our army than a single Springled would do. So, and because I had 4 unit slots open, I would still feel compelled to fill the other unit slots. We'd have even less cash, and we'd have almost no income coming in. So, I think this is acceptable. Linter fights the slugs to start. Grim continues to explore. How's your equipment holding up, Linter? Let's ensure that we can kill slugs. I did not build a building. Let's upgrade to a... Actually, let's build a granary here. Because we're going to want a stable, so I can quickly come down here if necessary. And end the turn. I can't afford any buildings in my domain at the moment because we just spent almost 1,000 bucks on units. While exploring the province of Scorpio Wasteland, the hero Grim has found a secret hollow. Dragon root, a rare herb with magical properties, grows here on the banks of a small rivulet. Gathering it can increase gem income, but if you plow up these fertile lands, taxes from the province will be significantly increased. Another option is to allow the settlers to build their houses here. Life in such a picturesque place will have a wholesome effect on population mood. We don't need the population mood improved. I don't need the gem income, so we're going to plow the land here. 4 slugs. Okay, I was a bit worried there'd be 4 slugs, but we can probably handle 4 slugs. You get the hill, and we start. We will not need the false alarm. That one first, it'll be on the hill. We're going to probably be moving a unit up to distract them and take a spit. So let's move our army up just a tad. Okay, so it'll have to be 2 spits. Actually, no, it won't have to be. We can move you here. And you'll take a spit from this slug. We can move you here. We can take a spit from that slug. Can we do the damage we need to do? No. These 2 units will not put enough damage on this. Okay, then I'm going to pull back. Fire anyway. Pull you back. Actually, I'm not going to let any of my units take a hit this turn. Okay, this needs to be hit one more time with something, so you can shoot it. Now it will burn to death on its turn. I will commit to... if I move you here, these 2 slugs will spit at you. And I don't think you can survive both ranged attacks and the poison damage that happens afterwards. We're not going to move you up. We'll shoot this. I can shoot that again. I could also ignore it, and it will burn up next turn. So I'm going to do that instead. Darn it. This one went on the hill. Okay. Well, I'm going to just pull my army back. This one's going to burn up when its turn begins. Good, and it came off the hill. The issue with their positioning is I can't... If I move you up, you're going to take 2 spits. If I leave... I guess we'll leave you behind. And you'll take 1 spit, and this one will crawl up this next turn. Oh, I hit end turn by accident. Oh, God. I meant to hit rest. Okay. Well, that was an awful turn, then. Let's commit to killing this one. And we have to kill it. Okay, you move away. We heal him. Okay, that one turn was a bit awkward. We took a bunch of damage we didn't need to take there without any gain, but we still won. It's garbage. It's time for war. Ready or not, it doesn't matter. Soon your pathetic armies will be destroyed and your name will be forever forgotten. Ul-Dagan is coming for us. I'll think about it. Well, Ul-Dagan, so if you think you're strong enough to take me on, I believe you. Let's put a stronger guard here, then. Army of Darkness. That's so expensive. But I'll put it there to hold them off for a bit. Because I want to kill these ogres with Rudolus first. So let's go and do that. Get that done. This is exciting. It's been a while since I've felt threatened by an AI. Linter will fight these centaurs. Grim continues to explore. I can't afford anything else at this time. Let's end the turn. Actually, let's also make sure I have guards. I have guards in all these lands. Oh, actually, we have to deal with this population mood. So we'll put a pub here to start. Another dragon's lair. Actually, we should examine it. There's a single dragon. Grim. I don't know why Grim thinks we'll crush a dragon. The dragon will annihilate him and his whole army. Let's retreat. 4 centaurs. Lintar can handle 4 centaurs, but we might take a loss here. It is very difficult to fight centaurs without losses. And let's do it. We will use the false alarm in the hopes that it slows their movement a bit. It did not. Okay. Can heal there. I need one more hit on him in order to get the burning to happen. So we'll have to kill him. And charge there. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. That's why I hate fighting centaurs, because they'll just focus down your weakest units and ignore, they'll ignore your hero entirely. Oh, lost level 5 bowman, but we won the battle. Healing for our healer, counterattack, stamina. Nomad arrows. That's nice as a backup in case I don't want to use fire arrows for some reason. Good to have a high durability arrow option. And cloth bracers. 2 ogres. They're absolutely worth the trouble. Absolutely worth the trouble. Although positioning is going to be a bit tricky now that I do have these as units. Because they don't get to move very fast. Okay, so the ogres are outside of the range of everything I own to start on turn 1, which makes that super awkward. We can move up most of my horse archers to shoot them. Web will probably only affect them on the turn I cast it on them. I only right now realize that haste can actually affect a ballista. That's actually kind of nice to know. No matter how you want to move, it doesn't matter. We can kill you both this turn. I'm going to commit to it. We're going to kill this one as well. We can give you 2 hit points. Horse Archer. Give you a counterattack. Actually, no, 2 hit points. 2 hit points. Hit point. Demon Blood. That's not very useful. Dwarven Gauntlets. Something that would be good for our warrior. I still don't see Ul-Dagan. Okay, good. So since he declared war on... Oh, we have a tier 3 slot. Spell slot. I would love to fill it. But we're not going to do that unless we go back home. So we're going to push on forward instead. Since we're swinging past this province, though... We could build the Scarlet Monastery. Which will let us drop a secret monastery here now. Which will give us access to a library there. And we can take a tier 1 slot for this. I want a tier 2, but we can't... We still can't take anything from our storage. And we don't have access to a storehouse, so that's not going to happen. Over here, we'll make this exchange. Guess we can also give you back this stuff. And you know what, Grim? Since you're likely to head home before Brutalist for a store, you can take these as well. Linter, you lost a unit, and you have tier 2 slots available and a bunch of garbage. Let's bring you home to vendor and pick up new units and what have you. And I'll be right back, everyone, because I need to go and do the thing I like doing. It's been an hour, so let's put a break here. Be right back. Alright, folks. The game's been backed up, and it's been about 14 hours since I played. Went to bed, had a very good night's rest. And what was I doing? Let's see what past Tim decided to do at the end of his last turn. So, Linter's heading back home. Because we lost a unit, we have spell slots and a bunch of garbage in our inventory. Okay, yep, so we gotta handle that. I think that's a good move. Grim is exploring. I guess that will be acceptable at this moment for Grim. What level is he? 7. There's a few battles down here he could probably do. But we'll have him head home, after all, at this moment. I'm sorry, I was continue to explore. And Brutalist... Right! Ul-Dagan declared war on us. So I'm going to march Brutalist down here and see if our level 18 general can handle their strongest forces. And on the way, we're picking up a spell. Okay, right. And there was a 3rd level spell on Grim. What is this? Doesn't help us at all. Alright, so let's end the turn. 3% explored from Grim. Continue exploring. An adventurer known as a Deadeye has found an abandoned temple in the province of Misty Fields. He's asking you to help him with the gear he needs to explore what he has found. He promises to hand over half of whatever spoils he finds to your treasury. I don't need his trophies. I can't afford the 80 gold at this moment because I just spent like 1,000 gold dropping the Dark Elf Army of Darkness Guard there. And I think that's probably the only reason why Ul-Dagan didn't march up here, because he has to fight through provinces to reach any of my other lands. I don't think I can afford the 80 bucks because we're only earning like 50 a turn, so no, we don't need that. Ruleless, you can't quite make it down there. Let's put us... Okay, I'm short on money, Tim. You sure you want a stable? You also have this land to continue to make happy. Let's continue to work on this province and build a tavern here to further decrease the discontent to just discontent instead of it being indignant. Linter, you're home. So let's sell the things I don't need first. Everything else I think I want. You have access to a tier 2 spell slot. Grace could work. I think we will take Grace. And then another tier 1 spell slot. Actually, we could put this here. I guess we could give you something like Atrophy as well, Linter. Sure, we'll give you that as well. You need another tier 1 unit. We lost, I think, the Bowman. Or a Bowman. Do I need a bow? Well, it's a tier 1 slot, Tim. I was looking at the monk, but I can't fit the monk in here. So we will take another Bowman. I guess we can scrap this healer as well and give him the better healer that we have in our domain. And now, Linter comes down here to fight some demons, right? Because we still need to kill imps to complete that quest. So we'll take the gold if we are successful. So let's move him down there. Grim. With the increased speed and the ferry, Grim can probably handle siege engineers. Are there siege engineers here? There are not. Oh, dragons. Wait, there's no demons here. There's guys that head down there instead. All right, what's over here? Acreal. Let's keep exploring. We'll finish up this area. Rulus is heading south. We can fight Ul-Dagan. We can't afford anything in our domain. We end the turn. Grim explored 3%. Your castle is being visited by cripples and freaks who have heard of your kindness and generosity. They ask you to give them some gold for accommodations and food. Give them what they're asking for. Supplicants leave with words of sincere gratitude. Hope they don't spend that money on drink. Alright, Rudolus heads south. Linter fights some demons. Grim continues to explore. We'll keep exploring these Ring 1 provinces to get them fully explored. It'll give us a little more income, and also might reveal some locations that Linter can handle. Maybe we'll get lucky and find even more ogres. Enchanted Coffer is off of cooldown, and I need the money. So we're going to cast this again here. 172 bucks. I do feel very guilty always casting that spell. There's no reason to, because the game is just about managing the content level. So the occasional Enchanted Coffer is fine. But I do feel a little guilty taking money from people when I don't absolutely need it at this moment. But it's very handy to have more in my reserve. I guess to handle things like the Cripples and Freaks event that happens. Then that's just wealth redistribution. Well, let's not get into any of that. Let's play the video game, please. All right, so we have a free slot here. How many gems per turn am I earning? 24? We could probably lose a little bit of gem income from one of these lands. If I feel like putting a berry farm down somewhere. No, we'll hold on to our cash. Okay, let's just end the turn then. Okay, Ul-Dagan replaced his normal guard with the Adventurer's Guard, and they are fleeing. So, they know they're no match for this army of ours. We could fight them for the money, but I'll just let them leave so that we don't make any types of mistakes. Continue exploring. Imp, Spawn, Fiend, and a Hellhound. So the issue here is that our arrows don't actually do any fire damage to demons. So I think I'd rather use our Nomad arrows because it does the same damage and has more ammo. Let's attack. Okay, and I think this is acceptable. They're going to have to split their forces thanks to the swamp and lake, which is in their, right here. I could probably kill the imps with spears and the bow, and this guy can probably charge this one and kill it in melee. The Hellhound we can charge with our cavalrymen. And we may be able to, if it doesn't look like we can kill it, we can also assist with Linter. Let's see what we do. We don't need the false alarm, and that's actually most of our income. So let's do this without sabotage. Okay, so that's interesting where this moved. I thought it was going to come down this way, but he decided to run away from our cavalrymen. Okay, then let's stay here and throw a spear, and we can kill this one with range attacks. This one as well. And we just wait and let them move up again. I will move our cavalryman up one spot. No, we'll keep him here. Let's end the turn. Okay. I would like to charge this, but that means I need an opening to do that. And I want the opening down here so we don't have to worry about this fiend hitting us. This spearman is also safe. Assuming I can kill this one, he won't take any damage. And then assuming I can kill this turn. 15 hit points. We do 14 damage. So let's spear him. Get you out of the way. Get you out of the way. We do 17 damage. It would be 20-something damage on the charge. Let's see if we can put maybe some range damage on it. We did not. Alright, so let's charge it. Alright, very good. We took no damage there. This is the more dangerous of the enemies. I'm out of spears. They both have 2 range defense. So we will... I can kill this by charging it. Let's see if we can kill this with our range attacks then. Very good. Very good. Thank you again, Nora, for recommending mercenaries. I think many of you have been recommending mercs. I am very surprised with how effective they are. They are very expensive, but they can be worth it. Level 10. Oh, and I don't actually see what I wanted to see here, which was marksmanship. Instead, we have pathfinding 1. We don't have any pathfinding. If I want Linter to kill the dragons, this would be a decent thing to have. Maybe we just skip the dragons. Oh, actually, Ranger, so we don't get double shot. If it's a single dragon, we might be able to still beat a single dragon, even with the Ranger, as long as we look out for that wand mastery. An Adventurer, we have discovered, is actually really useful too. I like him, and Athletics is one of the few skills the Adventurer gets that I like seeing, because that's even more initiative for him. So I can't make up my mind. I think Archer is still good, even though I see Pathfinding here. I would want Pathfinding 3 for the Swamp Knowledge, so his army can move about speedily. And the double shot would let me take out the dragons, so that's something we could aim for. Pun intended. We could make him an Adventurer, because he's going to be clearing locations, so we could use that extra cash. And the Ranger is nice. Would play nicely with some of the spells he has currently. So I don't know which one to take, which means it's time to roll dice. It's time to roll dice. I think they're all good options. We can handle all of these. So I'll take a green dice. We'll grab a purple dice. And a blue dice. Okay. Green will be the Archer. Purple will be the Adventurer. And blue will be the Ranger. Let's see which one rolls highest. Purple. I said purple's the Adventurer. All right. You sure about that, Tim? I do kind of want to be the Ranger. Dice, show me. Roll off against that again for me. Roll off against that again. Yeah, it really wants me to be the Adventurer. The dragons, though, we can kill a dragon with an Archer, or we can kill it with a Ranger. I don't know if we can kill it with an Adventurer. I think the crippling shot still applies to it. No, I'm sorry, Dice. I want to kill the dragons. We have 2 dragon lairs. It'll be some time before we can kill the dragons. I think I'm going to overrule the dice. Sorry about this, everyone. I know this always takes too long. Double shot on our scout gives us the Ranger. Scout's nicely balanced. Ranger would be good. We have scouting 2, so this makes the scouting even more effective. We're going to grab Ranger with him. He'll gain extra damage, magic damage, to his shots. And we'll keep an eye open for Wand Master. And concentration, I like concentration on my Rangers, since I like the spells lasting longer that he casts. We're taking it. We're going to grab Ranger. But we'll get 1 range attack. What's your defense? We'll grab a point of defense for you, Spearman. Drow Helmet. Hit points +5, Intimidation +1, Bloodlust +2. Intimidation affects melee, not range attacks, so this is not too useful for him. So that would be useful for Grim, so we'll give him that maybe instead of the Paladin's helmet. That helmet and the dark armor makes him seem like a Dark Knight would be good for him. We'll have to see about that. Right, Rudolus, it looks as if Ul-Dagan was strong enough to take on this province as well, which was Brigands. That was an easy one to take on, to be quite honest, comparatively. He doesn't have fantastic guards. This explains how he saw us, because he has the Slinger Guard down here. Let's cut him off. We will drop some guards here. We'll put the pub here. And we'll see if we can intercept his commander. Assuming that he's running away. Linter, you killed 2 more imps. You need 7 more. Let's fight some more demons. Grim continues to explore. This is probably the last time he explores there. I need to hold on to my money, since we're now at war with Ul-Dagan, just in case I have to drop an outpost somewhere. How's our corruption? We still have no corruption. End the turn. Not building anything. Okay, we've intercepted Ul-Dagan. Here, Rudolus has entered the province of Owl Oakwood. These lands belong to the ruler Ul-Dagan. The enemy hero Triafor blocks your party's way. Priest, Ballista, Minotaur. He's lost all his tier 1. And the priest is his hero. He's at least level 10, because that is an upgraded commander name. Let's do it. How many Minotaurs, I wonder, does he have? It's an awkward position for us. We have swamps and no real way to move up quickly on our side of the board. He is out in the... he has a nice opening with forest on his side, so he is better situated than we are. Alright, let's start. Reason why we can't do that to begin. So he's a priest. What does he have? Demon Summoning 2. 1 point in Thaumaturgy. 1 point in Spell Power. Only level 12. He must have started with Summoner, because he has Spell Power 1 and Resistance Negation 1, which, I mean, he could have a wand that gives him that, but I think he does have Summoning Power as Summoner. Necromancy 1 too. Yeah, so he's a Summoner by default. I don't see too many other skills. He does have Magic Shot, which means that he is wielding a wand. It's not a very powerful one. He has no attack strength to speak of. I will use a web here to incapacitate him. You're in the way, Spearman. I don't know what's happening. He can't do anything, game. Okay. That was thinking about what to do. We need to kill the Minotaur, or it begins killing my units, so focus on the Minotaur to kill it as quick as we can. We then heal. They're all going to fire at the same unit. Which means that you're going to lose these guys. Was dumb. Should have moved this up one spot and then moved him down. He's still webbed this upcoming turn. I can't bring my army to bear thanks to all the swamps in the way. He has a really good position compared to us. Am I willing to sacrifice some of my horse archers? They are not too high level at this moment. I'd really rather not. But no matter what, I have to move them. I have to move at least one of them up. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Let's do this and end the turn. Okay. We can haste. Okay. Actually, we're not going to haste. We're going to web him to keep him incapacitated. And then you have to kill one of these. They only have 1 ammo each left. This is so painful. We'll move in against them next turn. End the turn again. Move you down. Keep him webbed. Move you up. Move you up. We can begin actually hurting. Shooting their commander. Try to shift my units around a little bit. And end the turn. We're probably going to earn some ranged defense medals on most of my units here. I just hope a triple blade doesn't end one of my elves. This one has 2 ammo left. This one also has 2 ammo left. Let's haste. Trying to put some damage. On some of these. That was a very nice hit. That will have to do. He's no longer webbed. Most of them did not gain any ammo. Good. Oh, no, don't do that. Elf dies if you do that. We have a very hurt army on our side. Oh, God! This one guy running up there might have been a bad idea, but he'll survive. The ballista right next to him can't actually shoot him. Let's move you onto the hill for that extra range. Keep slamming into that unit. Give this guy some armor, just in case one of these is able to somehow strike him. Elf, I can move you here safely. Okay, this one gained some ammo. This can hit my elf. And that's all I really can do. He should survive the hit. Didn't lose anybody. That was a bunch of level 1 ballista, so he lost everything in the previous battle, and now his hero has also fallen. That's probably his strongest hero. Alexander, I guess we could give you this marksmanship. I kind of want you to have a different medal. I want you to have a different medal. No, we're not gonna give you that one. Ulupi, give you a point of defense. This bowman can get a range attack. Foragers more useful than counterattack. We'll give you a ranged attack. We'll give you a health medal, sure. With a normal melee defense medal and a health medal, you want to be a tank, so we might begin giving you more melee stuff, Horse Archer. Our ballista doesn't need ammo, since we get some extra from our commander, but we'll give them +1. Same for this one. You can get ammo workman. The guard is fleeing. We'll just let them leave. 2 more gold, thanks to fully exploring Scorpio. Imps and spawns, 4 of them. I agree, they're not worth the trouble, but we do need to kill the imps to complete this quest. So that is what we're here for. We don't need either of these done. We'll do it without sabotage. That's good. I don't have to move up. Excellent job, Linter. Oh, a hunting bow and jagged arrows. Holy crap, if we had done this battle much earlier, we would have had some decent starting equipment for our ranger. How about that? I mean, it's not the best. It's a far cry from the best, but it's a tier 1 bow, tier 1 arrow from the shop without having to build that store. I'll think about it. All right, you still need another 5 imps defeated, and I don't think there's any more demons around. Let's check. There are. Ooh, that's going to be a tough demon battle, though, but you could try it. What else is here that you can kill? You can probably defeat the necromancers, the battle mages, and the goblins. So let's keep you here and at least do the battle against... Let's start with the necromancers. Do I know what the necromancers consist of? I do not. Okay. Grim, you fully explored this location. Let's send you up here. You'll fight the Acriel, and then you'll do some more exploring. We need a heal spell here. Chalice of Life. Without an actual healer, our army will be severely weakened going forward. So we probably should double back to the outpost to put a healer in this army. We could drop a Brotherhood of Light, though, here. Or an Eagle Brotherhood. To get some healing done. And we stay here for a turn or 3 and just explore. I forgot to grab a spell when I was there. The whole reason I put that secret monastery there was to grab a spell on the way down, and I completely, utterly forgot to do so. Such a stupid decision, Tim. Alright, put a granary in Lizard Bogs. And then Rudolus. I feel like we should keep pushing, even though we're hurt. Put another outpost here. It's going to be... Actually, I can't because I just put a granary down. Let's keep him here 1 turn. And we'll drop an Eagle Brotherhood here to help with the healing. We'll also just explore. Linter goes to the Mage's Tower. Grim goes up north. Actually, now that Linter as well, you probably could use the fire arrows. Let's give you back those. Not building anything in my domain. I just want to hold on to the cash. Let's end the turn. Archer, Barbarian, Ballista, and Brigand. The Archer we know is at least a level 10. I'll destroy him. Ruthless will do it. He's retreating, damn coward. Linter says he doesn't stand a chance against these guys. I completely disagree. You can annihilate them, Linter. Let's start. We will poison the water, which will start hurt. Yeah, good. Start hurting them just in case they are actually outside the range of my hero. Summon Imp. I don't see Narnars. The poison will kill both of them, so I don't have to move up and fire at them. So we won't do so. I forgot that he can summon imps. It's kind of a shame he's dying next turn, because this gives us another imp that counts towards our imp score. Still won't die, but he will be weakened. And now it dies next turn. Move you down and heal you. Kill the ghoul. This is dying. He will actually live. That will be all I do. That was the last skeleton that he will summon. He does have a ranged shot left, so we're gonna take a hit from him. Oh, that was a misclick. Okay. I did not mean to charge him up like that. And of course, now he's hexed, so we can't actually heal him. I'm going to web him to buy some time, because I want some heals on this guy, but we have to wait for Hex to now go away. Another 3 turns. Let's... Oh, I can't web him another time. We still have Hex on us, so we still can't heal him. The AI itself is desperate to hit me because it doesn't want me to heal, which is why he's moving up instead of resting. But he's too late. We've healed him. Oh, okay. I expected him to rest now. Interesting that he didn't. Meditation for our healer. Precise shot for our new bowman. Hit points for our archer. Commander's medal. Miracle of Nature scroll. We found some red oak wood. Examine it. Continue exploring. Gold is good. All right. Their archer did not want to fight Rudolus. We are still hurt. You have any spells we can cast on him? We do not. I think we stay here one more turn. We'll drop an outpost here. Put a healer in the army temporarily for a turn or two. Garrison that. Rudolus will leave behind this bowman, grab a healer, and explore another turn. Linter can fight some battle mages. And Grim can fight the Acreal. And we end the turn again. What turn is it, by the way? 74. Oh, I need to put a... No, this is the second part of the video, Tim. And you have not been playing for an hour. He's attacking again. I'll destroy him. Rudolus defends. Damned coward. Grim, you should be able to win this battle without any issues. I'm going to make sure that you can one-hit kill these by giving you an ancient sword. Let's attack. Nice. You're going first also. Alright, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to take 5 movement to reach their lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. Let's immediately kill them. The army is just here for moral support. Kill the strongest unit of theirs. Make sure they can't actually reach me. Piece of cake. +1 command. I did want Stunning Blow a long time ago, but now I feel like we don't really need it since we occasionally use our two-handed sword. I'm willing to put this off for a round and grab more Weapon Master for more attack damage. What's your morale? 12. Counterattack for you. Veteran's Helmet. 5 hit points, 2 stamina. Good for our commander. Shaman and Sorcerer. Piece of cake. Let's attack. We want to keep the Sorcerer alive, so he summons imps. So we're not going to poison the well. No sabotage. We want imps. We have, I think, 4 more to kill. And we'll get, I think, 2? 2 from this guy. That's good. Farm these imps. Farm the imps. No trouble. Sorry, I don't talk for very easy battles like that. There's nothing really for me to discuss. It's obvious we're going to win. We might take a hit, but we're not going to lose a unit. +1 magic and Wand Master. We want all the Wand Master we can get. We need to take Wand Master if I want to have a chance to defeat the dragons. So we're taking this. Archery is another good one to grab for that precise shot, which will help us against the dragons too. But this is 1 range attack, 1 initiative, and 1 ammo. So this is phenomenal. We absolutely take this. Our bowman can get some morale. This guy can get a stamina. This guy can get some morale. Ooh, +1 charge? +1 charge. Or 1 defense. I do use you to do a lot of damage, Nora, so we'll grab charge +1. Banded mail and illusionary battle. Continue exploring. So he tried attacking here twice and didn't. So now the AI is gonna move him off to do something different. And just as a heads up, Brutalis, your army looks a lot better. I am nervous going against an archer, but I think we'll go first, and I think our webs will incapacitate him. I really feel guilty doing that tactic. I think it's a bit cheesy. I'm sorry. Let me walk that back. It is not cheesy, but I feel as a Let's Player who's uploading videos for you guys to watch and be entertained by, although it's very efficient and effective to use webs to neuter an enemy hero, the strongest unit that they have, it also makes the battles boring, and I think it would be more entertaining if I didn't use it. But we're totally using it. Let's move down here and attack him. We will leave this healer at home. You know what? No. We are likely to be fighting Ballista in all his armies. We'll just move south. Linter, you won another battle. You can't defeat Ancient Guards. They will be too strong. Let's bring you back home again. Grim, you gained a unit slot. We will bring you home. Yep. All right. So we should construct more structures. Let's build a fort here. Expensive. But it lets me see more, which is what I want. And we'll put another unit in here because we can. 75%. 75%. We found him. He's here. This is his domain. Backed up against the edge of the shard as well, I see. Very weak guards. Why did he declare... I guess he felt his heroes were strong enough to take me on. Okay, we end the turn. We're not building anything in our domain. 4 rangers, and they are fleeing. We will let them leave. I don't like fighting rangers in the woods. They're tricky to hit. They do good damage. They will kill a unit of mine, and I won't realize that they're under threat. You guys know by now that I don't like fighting the Province Guards, especially if they're too easy. Once again, I would normally... Actually, normally I would probably let 4 rangers leave, because that's probably one of my units dead. And I don't like losing a unit to a guard as weak as this. By weak, I mean there's no way this army defeats my army. Absolutely not. But I don't like having my army whittled down slowly. That's how I use these rangers. But also, I don't like, and I'm doing it now, but I don't like wasting your time when it comes to watching these videos. And I feel like me fighting these guards is really boring to watch. So we're just going to let them leave for those reasons. A town sewer in the province of Sand Country has been infested by many giant slugs. For the time being, they are not doing any real harm to the people, just crawling out at night and feeding on the town's dumps. But there are no guarantees that one day the slugs won't decide to taste the locals. You need to take action before it's too late. No, it's nothing to worry about. I totally want another slug location so we can get the slugs completed for the Lizardman quest. I'll think about it. Okay, we have pushed south. Let's drop a sawmill here. And we'll keep pushing south. Which of these provinces do I take? This one has a sawmill and a pub. This one only has a pub. Going here means that we will fight from Forest, where we engage his capital. So we will move south as well. We'll drop down a light infantry guard. Linter, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need that. This gets given to our warrior. Repair your gear. Tier 3 spell slot. Fatigue and Mass Curse are both useful. Fatigue could be good. Doesn't help with his concentration that he has, or Wand Master. But if we combine this with his increased power of his... Like, he lowers the stamina of enemies with a False Alarm, this suddenly drains a whole lot of fatigue from them. So we'll grab Fatigue with him. We won't cast it very often until we get a point in Thaumaturgy, but that will be useful, I think. No new units. Send you back south here to fight and defeat the goblins. Should probably go to a different spot. Oh! We're probably strong enough now to beat the mercenaries without a loss. So, Linter, let's have you go there and do that. Unless there's a different location with multiple enemies. Can't kill dragons. Can't kill the Guard of Secrets. Grim. Demon Blood is... I don't like Demon Blood as a spell. We're never really going to use it unless... Well, maybe there's a powerful group of demons this will be useful for. Deals 10 damage to all friendly and enemy targets within one tile. The caster regains as many hit points as damage dealt. Only works on demons. It says down here. So this basically draws the blood out of demons. Friendly or enemy is the impression I get from that. You know what? I think we want this helmet on you at the moment, Grim, because the stamina is more important to me than the morale for you. We don't need the dark armor. That can be left behind. Just leave all this stuff here. You will take this. Another reason why we don't need the Paladin's helmet. We just picked up 4 morale. Grim needs a tier... I want him to have a tier 2 unit. We'll grab a monk for him. And then... we send him to a location to keep exploring. Let's finish up Sand Country, since we've only got 8% left and that place is fully explored. Or, well, no. We can, when we hire a new mage, which we'll eventually do, he can do that. Is there anything Grim can kill? Goblins. He can kill those goblins. That'll be an easy battle. Plus, then you can explore Wondrous Lands with him. Alright, let's do that. Turn. 4 more turns, everyone, and we're done with this episode. We didn't build anything in a province. We should always be building things in provinces. Oh, we did build something in a province. It's not our domain. Can we sneak something in our domain? Wait, let's build the School of Necromancy. I have mentioned several times that I wouldn't mind having this. We'll just construct it. And now we push on. The Brethren of Lightguard is still here and wants to flee. We will not lose any of my units fighting this guard. And I think we will actually engage them. I'm sorry, everyone. I know it's going to be a piece of cake, but I feel like we should do this fight. We get a chance to heal some of my units as well, which is very nice, so we will do this. Let's start. Arguably, once again, I should be doing these battles, but I don't like this is one of the few fights I think I will do most of the time if they don't run. If only because it's really difficult to lose a unit to the Brotherhood of Lightguard. Unless you gotta go out of your way to lose a unit at this point within an army. Even Grim would manhandle this without any issues whatsoever. And it's experience and free cash. not bad. Even got a little bit of healing in there. Hit point. You have 20 hit points already. I'd rather you have the ammo ballista. I'll think about it. Found him! It's just an adventurer guard. He does not have a fantastic guard at this time in the game. That really works for me. Let's drop down some adventurers here. And just attack. We'll push right in. Now, we're going to be attacked by this hero afterwards, no matter what. So that's probably going to... We should probably attack him first. No. No, let's push in and siege his capital. Linter fights some mercs. Grim fights some goblins. We should keep building structures. What can I do about your discontent? I don't think there's anything else I can do over here to help you other than a elemental monument, and I don't want to cast that. I wouldn't mind dropping those monuments down somewhere, but I don't see where I would put them. Okay. You really should just upgrade pubs, Tim. Alright, let's upgrade the Lizardmen Bogs to a tavern. I have no rituals I can cast on them, but we have rituals we should cast in other places. Let's see. We'll put Miracle of Nature here in Wondrous Lands. Sure. We'll build another building here. Let's drop the sorcery store in the end. I think we're going to go with the Journeyman Tailor, which we already obviously did. The sorcery store and the jewelry store. And the turn. The archer is attacking my Eagle Brotherhood, and his commander's also back. I'll destroy him. I'm not going to control it. He can go ahead and do so. We'll send them packing. He's attacking another one of my provinces. He'll regret it. I'm not going to do this battle either. He wins. We take out most of his tier 1 units. Too bad. Now, this guard isn't fleeing, so we will choose to attack. Now, this is also I think this is kind of important, because I think it works this way. The terrain we have here, I'm pretty sure, is the terrain that will always be here when we're attacking the capital. So I really like... No, this won't be the case, because we're attacking from the forest. When we attack... When we're defending this army from the enemy lifting the siege, that will be the terrain that we're going to end up with. I think for every battle that happens there against his 2 heroes. Alright, I think I'm content with this. No, I'm not. Let's do this. Let's start. The elf is a wind elf. So he's kind of annoying. So he is also he will do the most damage. So we will web him to eliminate him as a threat to start. He moves here. 1, 2, 3. Can't shoot me. That was dumb. I should have kept that goblin alive so that their monk would have healed him. Let's end the turn. Well, I can't say I'm upset that you did that, little fairy. No force march on this guy. Wow! Very difficult little fairy. Okay, so this was a piece of cake. Which I expected it to be. Technically, it's not over. The elf could do something nasty to us if I'm not careful. Or clever. +1 health. We're gonna be under attack by his 2 heroes, and we might lose units. So we're gonna grab Discipline 3 instead of Logistics. Even though I do want that Siege, because this will give us 1 more hit point and 1 more resistance for everyone in the army. We grab... What do you have? We'll grab a Ranged Defense. We'll grab a Ranged Defense. Ranged Defense. Begin a Siege. Goblin, Hunter, Wolf Rider, and Trapper. Grim is nervous. I don't know why Grim is so nervous. Grim, you should win this battle without issue. Attack. It's your army I'm a little worried about, not you. You'll be fine. Alright, so let's haste you. Now, the bad news is you won't kill this guy, which means that you will be webbed if I decide to keep you exactly where you are. We could web him, though. No, I think we either 15 attack, we do 14 damage. The poison damage will be a little annoying that we're going to take from this guy and... Oh, no archers. All right, never mind. So this is the one that I'm most worried about then, due to the poison damage. I don't think I can kill it with a single hit. We do not, okay. But we will obviously hit him. Oh, that was a bit of a misclick. We can still shift you, though. They're doing it out of order. They should have... I mean, I do it out of order all the time, too. But they should shoot and attack... well, they should shoot with these guys, at least, before the web spell's on, because it gives me more defense to have this here. That's all we do. They only get 1 web as well, so he's not gonna... net, sorry. He's not gonna be able to do that again. That's it. That's all I need to do. We just stay here. The archer they don't want me running back to be healed. So that archer tried to kill itself. Unfortunately, for him, we can move back to be healed. Little fairy. Let's give you some morale. Traveler's boots are nice for him. I don't think we have... Well, yeah. I think they're better than what he's currently using. And another paladin's helmet. Champion, sentinel, sniper, ironclad, grand healer. It's a tricky group, but I think we can do it. So let's attack. And this is acceptable. Let's start. We're going to raise the false alarm. And now we're going to try that fatigue spell. That was not very effective against anything except... Like, it didn't affect a champion, which is what I really wanted to affect. Oh, right. I forgot to check our ranger for his passives. We'll look at that soon. But I believe he gains path +1 to all terrain. So my units can move through swamps and everything without issues at the moment. Okay, let's end the turn. This is the dangerous unit. A web will not stop him from attacking, but it will stop him from counterattacking. So I can web him, and then we could use Nora to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, we can't quite reach him. I can't reach him. Let's shoot him. Put a little bit of damage on him. Pull back. 1, 2, 3. He still can't reach us. Nor if I charge you up to kill the sniper, which what I want to do. He attacks back and does significant damage to you. And you'll be attacked by everyone else, so we can't really do that with you. One, two, three, 4. I kind of want to reposition you so we can deal with this guy if we must. 1, 2, 3. Let's end the turn. No one else moves. Okay, we will try to kill him now. We'll weaken him a bit. 1, 2, 3. You mess it up, Tim. You can't use your charge. So now you have to use these units to do the damage, the range damage, which you're not going to do. You're now committed to the range damage option for this guy, which will kill him thanks to all that burn damage. He's out of stamina. He stopped in a swamp. Alright, that worked. Mithril arrows. +1 more damage than any of my other arrows with less ammo. It's an okay thing to find. What turn is it? 2 more turns. Alright, so... Grim beat the goblins. We will give you the Traveler's Boots. The Wolf's Fang is a part of it, so we should probably move the Wolf's Fang off of our Archer and give it to Grim. If we get a chance to do that. What else is at this location, Grim? You can't beat ancient guards. Alright, so we keep you here, and you just explore. Linter. Ancient guards are too tough for you. Let's move you here, and we can make that exchange. Alright, we'll also be defeating, or hopefully defeating, one of, if not both of, these units of Ul-Dagans. We have no spells or rituals we can cast on his armies. We should probably use another enchanted coffer. And we can drop another building somewhere. We'll put a stable here, so we can rush down here later. We'll want a stable in the Forgotten Souls tract, too. That's an interesting name. We do have 1,647 gold, so we could build a building. So why don't we do that? We'll build... Let's get the Diggers Guild out of the way, so we get access to the jewelry store. What's in here, by the way? Black Lotus. And this location, Mandrake. No Arcanite on our side of the map. 5% explored. 1 more turn to breach the walls here. You can see that the AI is immediately pulling its units back. Maybe if I had taken Tactician, we would have had the siege necessary to breach the wall in a single turn. Wouldn't have even had to fight his heroes again, but we will have to fight probably both of them, unless his Archer doesn't have mobility +1, in which case we'll only be fighting the commander next turn. Continue the siege. It's time we thought about making peace, Lotaeri. While we're at war, others are building up their armies. Think about it. Ha 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 ha! Ul-Dagan, are you like Belith? Are you slimy? I didn't think you were going to do this. Basically, we're about to knock down his castle's walls, and now he's desperate to not have that happen. I will refuse this, Ul-Dagan. A group of wandering monks has come to your castle. They say that High Priest commanded them to bring a gift to you as a great champion against the forces of evil. Nice. Bless the pilgrims. Alright, what do we get? Cloak of Illusion. Cloak of Illusion. It's a decent cloak, +1 range defense. Grim keeps exploring. Actually, we do a small trade. +1 mobility would be good on Grim as well. Okay, so... Linter can still not kill ancient guards here either. There were demons over here somewhere? There's quite a bit over here on this tier 3 area we could probably fight. I see demonologists over there too. I thought there were demons somewhere else. Did we do... We must have... Oh, we did that battle already. We did that battle already. We will get what we need from these demonologists and this fight. So I think we will send Linter over there to do it. And we're going to use the nomad arrows. You don't have like an empty slot. No, you do not. Okay. Okay. We should build buildings. I did mention a stable, so let's build one here. And in our domain, if it's cheap, I can probably build it. Everything's a bit more expensive at the moment. It's over 300 bucks. I don't want to spend more than, I don't want to spend that much, including for this. We'll just wait a turn. They both were able to reach me. Okay. The archers first. Good, but I used to get more experience points. We're going to be... Something's going to happen to us. Poison or the like. God, I hope it's not poison. Or we're losing many of my units. We'll have to be quick at killing his hero. Let's start. It's the stamina drain. No need to dramatize. What level is this hero? 17! This is his powerful hero. Oh, wow. Alright, this is actually dangerous. I thought it would be the commander. We'll start by webbing him. I kind of need to move up. We need to be able to hit him with everything we've got as quickly as we can. I like that web is affecting him for 3 turns for some reason. I feel like it should only affect him for 2, but I'll take that. Unfortunately, we have to spend a round dealing with these berserkers. Keep hitting him for as much range defense penalty as we can get. Alright. Easy battle. He had an air shield spell in his inventory. This is the first time I get to see that we actually, I think, have a chance to grab whatever he was carrying at the time. Interesting. Elven marksmanship. It won't matter, Oodaloopsy. We're making you a veteran spearman next. I guess we'll give you range attack. Range defense. Range defense +2 or a hit point? Range defense +2. Here's his priest. We'll get more experience points. I liked our battle the first time, how we were set up. I'm just going to swap our healer to heal this guy, and we're good. We'll do the same exact thing. Weapon to start. It feels so cheesy, but I don't want to lose one of my elves. Holy crap, Elf. That was amazing. You did. Alexander did 18, half his hit points in a single hit and set it on fire. Good God. That is incredible. We can web it, so we'll risk moving you up to shoot it. Web it. And it is over. We can give you Horse Archer. A ranged defense. Precise shot medal. Sure, we'll give this to our melee Horse Archer. Siege 2 or range attack +1? Range attack +1 to start. Hit point for you. A jewelry store. Let's examine it with Grim. Enter the shop. Special order. Look at the goods. Alright, we don't need the plate overshoes. And we don't need the Paladin's helmet. Not another one of these. This is so expensive, I don't want to repair our gear here. We don't... Oh, what's for sale? Necromancer's Ring? Merchant's Pendant? Basilisk's Necklace, which would give even more regeneration for our commander, because he has the Ranger's... the Basilisk's helmet at the moment. I don't need to spend all this money on any of this at the moment, though, so we'll just leave. We will assault. There's no reason for us to delay. Based upon the guards we saw Ul-Dagan possess, he is not in a good position. Sorry. His domain's structures are still low level. And, well, he did have Ballista, but I was hoping that we wouldn't see any towers here. And sure enough, we're hitting him early enough he doesn't have any. So, and he doesn't have anything here anyway. He just has a single brigand that will die immediately. The ruler Ul-Dagan has been defeated and banished from this shard. Serves the bastard right. Several especially large slugs have come out of the sewer in the province of Sand Country, attacking the locals. Evacuate people from the area of danger. The threat is eliminated this time, but attacks may occur again in the future. You have to do something about the slugs breeding in the sewer. I'll leave them in peace. Do we have a location here? We don't have a location here. Oh, that's awful. Okay, I thought it would pop up a location, so I will... Darn it, so I do have to spend money to deal with the problem. Or I have to be lucky enough that my archer is here when the event occurs to fight the slugs. That sucks. Okay, well now I know. Alright, well everyone, it's been 20 turns. We're going to stop here. We've defeated one of the Astral Masters. Ul-Dagan has fallen. Great. Serves the bastard right. Why is your... I guess it's just very expensive to repair stuff at a shop. Yes, it is. And we have a bunch of stuff that needs slight repairs, but we don't have any metal. No iron, no mithril. And that gets very... No marble. That gets very expensive. Marble's not a metal, Tim. Whatever. Let's go and sell that. Brutalus. You are home. We'll give you the Mass Curse spell. And what is here? Any ogres? No ogres, though we do have slugs. And this place is not fully explored. We will drop some guards here. And rules can destroy this Cyclops next turn. Linter fights the demons here. Grim continues to explore. At home, we can probably afford the jewelry store. And that's our shops done. This does mean that Rudolus can now buy a few rings. We'll give, or items, we'll give him the commander's medal. And I think I'd rather have this. Oh god, that's so expensive. But I want him to have a blacksmith's bracelet. And we'll give him a single copper ring. Arguably, I should give him the Cloak of Illusion. So we'll do that, and we'll just vendor this. Okay, everyone. So... oh, we should also staff the fort here. Alright, that'll do it. So, episode completed. Ul-Dagan destroyed. I panicked a little too much, I think, by dropping the Army of Darkness guard here. But that level 17 archer could have been very dangerous. If he had used the poison on me, I don't think we would have lost any units, but we would have been hurt badly. Actually, we wouldn't have lost to either of his armies, now that I think about it. But that was still fun. Still very fun. We have Forsaken Lands here. We'll need to reconquer this to link our two lands together. So we'll probably, after we've explored this a bit more, and after Linter's defeated some locations, we'll pull these heroes down here to begin conquering what was left over with the Province Guards, since these guys could benefit greatly from doing those battles. Plus, these areas are back to Ring 1 provinces. Actually, that's good for a mage if we hire a new hero. And I want to check to see if there's any ogres in these lands. But we'll do that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. And it's been several episodes since I've read comments. So I'll double back and see if there's anything that we can read. So I'll be back for a few seconds to read comments. Give me a few... and on that note, give me a few more seconds. Apparently I like saying that today. Alright, everyone. Let's go ahead and read the comments I got on part 244 through 246. And I think you guys can tell, but since the comments have been decreasing in both length and in the number of them I get, I'm going to be waiting to read the comments that I get on these videos until I have a bunch of them saved up. This way I can make a video addressing them or talking about them that covers at least 10 minutes worth of time, because it takes me at least that long to actually assemble one of these videos, let alone talk and read the comments on screen. Hopefully you guys haven't minded this change very much. So let's go ahead and start with part 244, which was when I was back at the Astral and planning to invade this shard. So Serious Sam 904 says if Ul-Dagan seeks ancient parts, it means he has at least one. Yup. That's a great point, which is a reason why I don't think I want to give him any of the ancient parts that we possess. I'm in agreement with Belith that he's probably building a weapon, and I don't want him to actually complete it. Since he wanted to drive us from existence, and since he seems to work like Belith, in that he not begged for mercy, but he's slimy, I kind of view him in the same light as having the same type of logic that Belith has. And since Belith doesn't trust Ul-Dagan, I have every reason to believe Belith in this instance. It takes a rat to spot a rat in this instance, I feel. Ulupsi says, man, I love this series. Oh, thank you, Ulupsi. Catching up from being away. Great as always, and hope to see a unit with my name on it if possible. All the best. Yep, no problem, Loopsy. So I commented back to you saying, hey, if you don't mind, I can go ahead and get you in earlier if you don't really care about what type of unit you are. And so I made you into a spearman this time, as you've seen. And so if that's acceptable, then let me know. And you let me know and said, yep, go right ahead and do so. It's just another chance that I get to interact with you. And thank you, Ulupsi. Thank you, everyone who asked to be a unit, and even if you didn't, thank you at least for stopping by and watching the video series, and possibly even hitting that thumbs up button. I don't ask for that at all. I'll never ask for it, but it does improve my morale a little bit to see you guys if you do like one of my videos. That's enough of that garbage. Talking about the thumbs up button. Dennis Mayak says, Centaur's alliance would be great. We haven't seen their new units in action. It will be easier to get their quest with the commander, since more units will count as a stronger army. Or you can go Halfling Alliance for the 100th time. No pressure. So as you can see, at the end of this video, I am still aiming to get the Centaurs as allies. I just got done recording the next video, and I guess I will say that I find all of the ogres that I need. And so we will be getting them as allies, finally. We'll get to see what buildings that they can offer us. And I think we have a great commander to get them added to our army, since he improves their range damage. So we'll be adding lots of normal centaurs to our army. And potentially, I guess we might begin dropping ballista or something. We will see what we do. And Dennis Mayak pointed out that those merc badges that or medals that we see the enemy units have. Okay, sorry. But one of my brothers who I almost never hear about or from just sent me a text. I will talk with him later. All right, anyway. What was I talking about? Yes, they have this mercenary medal. And I've been laughing when they have it and say, that sucks. Because the units, from what I remember in the prior versions, from a certain version up until the last version I had played, besides version 21.630, they could get a random medal. And the Merc badge seems like a awful random medal to get, because all it does is give them tolerance. But Dennis Mayak points out that that medal actually gives them a ability called Commander, or like Leader. And that gives all of the units in the army a small bonus of some sort, either for being directly next to the unit, or just applies it similarly as if it was a commander itself. So I should check to see if units have those medals. I haven't been doing that as often as I should be, and see what type of bonus those units gain. So I will try to check that more often. And Dennis, if you hadn't mentioned it, I never would have checked to see if they had that leadership. I thought it was a different medal that they had that gave them that. That isn't the case. You are correct. So I will start checking that. And that's all the comments I got on part 244. So let's go to 245. Oops, as I hit the wrong button. 1 second, everyone. Sorry about that. 245. This is when I conquered all the halflings on this shard. Or not all the halflings, but I conquered the ones that I had gotten the quests from. So Dennis Mayak. Whew, that was a loud sound effect. What's happening back here? Oh, I think we destroyed a golem back here. Oh, this, by the way, this video that you see, this is me playing the multiplayer game again. So I figured it would be fun to fire this up again to get something more interesting going on in the background while I talk to you guys. Anyway, Dennis Mayak says that at a certain timestamp, that was a third circle Centaur province, and that there was a second circle Centaur province to the left of the capital, if I hadn't already allied with the Lizardmen. And thank you, Dennis, for pointing it out. I think I actually mentioned that in part 246. I thought they were both third ranked Centaur lands, which is why I didn't go there. Thank you for pointing it out. I would not have gone there. I would have given up on getting the Centaurs as allies. I'm very glad that I did not do so. Thank you. And more than that, because you mentioned that, we'll actually gain them as allies, since I had a strong enough army that the Centaurs decided to give me that quest. Ulupsi also leaves a comment on part 245 and says, wish I had something constructive to contribute, but as always, great video. Love how you're able to make a 2D plane feel 3D with the way you move your units and ensure synergies among the right units. Well done as always. Rudalus sounds like Oodaloop, so I'm loving it. Oodaloop Rudalus. They do have the same number of syllables, and they do have multiple O's in them. Yeah, that's a good point, Oodaloop. For me, I think it's somewhat handy that because there's no zone of control that we get punished for leaving, that it feels to me like I'm playing a much more forgiving miniature game, like a Warhammer or War Machine miniature game when it comes to moving my units. And I suffer from some of the same problems by deploying my units, which I've mentioned several times. My units tend to stumble over each other, and I can't bring all the units' ranged weaponry to bear when I need it at some points. But other than that, I do hope I am properly showing, or not properly, it's the wrong term to use. Hopefully I am helping you guys see how to do that sort of thing. Moving units in and out, trying to give the AI different units to shoot at. This way you don't lose a unit, because the AI will always try to kill a unit if it can. And by moving units back to the back line to be healed, and then put fresh units out in front. So hopefully I'm doing a good job with that, and hopefully I'm doing a good job explaining why I'm shooting the things I'm shooting in the game. And thank you as well, Ulupsi, as well, for leaving a comment. Even if there's nothing important to say, I do love you guys stopping by, because I view your unimportant comments as still very important. It lets me keep in contact with you guys, so thank you very much for that. And that's all the comments I got in part 245, so let's go to 246, which I uploaded today. And I think I've got, yep, one comment here from... Can I say your... Alright, I'm gonna say your name, your handle. Fuck you! Says, have you heard of Urtok, the Desolation? Turn-based game. I like it. Maybe you would too. Anyways, just want to say thanks for the upload and hope you're well. Thank you, fuck you. I've seen you before on my videos, so it's good to see you're still around, sir. I have seen Urtok, the Desolation, and I've liked watching other people play. It looks like it would be a game I would enjoy as well, so thank you for reminding me that it exists. I've just decided to follow it on Steam, and I'll pick it up when I can actually save some money. Real life has been rather, well, it's been rather expensive recently, let us say. In any case, I just want to quickly say that it probably also won't be a game that graces the channel, if only because it looks like it's a bit repetitious. But it's the perfect game for me to play when I don't want to think. Or rather, when I want to think, but I want to do something like listen to a podcast in the background while compressing down to other videos. So I'll probably end up grabbing it at some point. It looks like it's a combination of like Band of Brothers combined with Darkest Dungeon graphics or art style. There we go. For the units and for the world that it takes place in. I like the look of it very much. And again, I like watching people play games like this, even if I don't pick it up. And thank you for recommending Yikbaka. I've never heard of this guy before. He's a smaller YouTuber than me, which means I instinctively want to watch what he uploads. And it looks like he's all about Urtok. So I'm going to go ahead and watch a few of his videos now. And that is all the comments I got on this video. So while I'm still talking, I'm going to spend a few more seconds really quick to say that we're ending June very soon. And this video series, I'm thinking, will be put on hold once we're done with this shard. We'll go back to the Astral. I'll talk to the Astral. Actually, we should probably even wait to talk to the Astral Masters until I come back to this game, which will probably happen next year. We picked this game up again, and I can't believe it's been almost 5 months, but we picked it up again in the beginning, I think, of February. And it feels like I've been playing the game for a year. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I have really enjoyed all the time I've spent playing Eador Genesis again. Thank you very much for getting on my case and encouraging me to try out the new patch. If they hadn't fixed that hyper-leveling glitch, we would have put this game down probably forever. I'm so glad that we haven't bumped into it. And I feel that the change to the AI, where it's at the very, at the very least is the wrong way to phrase it. The AI is not super leveled. It's keeping pace with me, or it's slightly worse than me. And at the competent difficulty level, I feel that is an accurate portrayal of what I expect the AI to be able to do this late in the campaign. It's fantastic. And I have fallen in love with Eador Genesis New Horizons again. Simply amazing. Thank you guys again for bringing my attention to the fact that the hyper-leveling glitch has been fixed. I love it. It's great. But I do feel that I need to take a break from the game. So this will be the last shard for a bit. Again, we'll come back to it next year. And we'll talk more about that when we actually wrap up the shard. With Ul-Dagan defeated, I'm also no longer worried about the other Astral Masters on this shard. We have not seen them, and we've taken over a half of the shard, just about. So I think they're probably in worse conditions than what whatchamacallit was in. And it just occurs to me, this hero of mine right here is also another ranged commander. How about that? And I'm babbling, so thank you guys for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care, everyone.